and I'm down, and I feel bad that the fight had to end the way it did with him bleeding so badly, and it's taken me a while to get over it because it was an awful sight.
Oh, we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. Y'all almost cried seeing Deontay Wilder sprawled out on the mat last night, like he was in a yoga class or out on the beach. Wow, man. Wow, it's really the end. It's really the end of the road for Wilder. Y'all, let me be honest with you. I really hope that Wilder had a second win in his career, like a Foreman or Bernard Hopkins. For me, y'all, this must be for me personally. He was like the second coming. What do I mean by that? He was like the second coming of Muhammad Ali or something, you know. Not skill-wise, you know, not in bravado or, you know, what Muhammad Ali represented, but just, you know what, kind of like what Muhammad Ali represented, like a strong brother coming in, whooping heads, unapologetic, going in there doing his thing. But I guess, man, you know, when you don't have skills, man, there's only so far that your power can take you. Yes, it can take you a long way. It really can. For instance, when we saw George Foreman come back in his second coming, I mean, look at his skill set improved. I mean, and he still maintained his power. I mean, look how he did Cooney and Michael Mora. I mean, but in those fights, George Foreman, his cross arm block, he got better with his jabs, his timing, his you know what I'm saying, his walk off uppercuts and his foot movement. He knew how to protect himself. He fought well in the pocket. Wilder, let's say about 7 years ago, Wilder was, I mean, he was like Hercules. He wasn't afraid of nobody. Man, he stepped in there, even with the windmills, he was stepping to you. Combinations, and usually once that right landed, you was through. But now, man, he just looks so timid, fighting off the back foot. He's doing that pawing type of, who used to do that type of jab? Not Marquez, but like a pawing, like rangefinder type jab. But he was backing up, just very timid. And I guess he must have knew his power was going to. I know there's 100 excuses I can give y'all. The surgeries in his right arm, and the glove gate thing with putting a hole in his head. Well, really, those wars took a lot out of Wilder and Fury. They really did, y'all. They really did. And, you know, man, he had a great career, y'all. I was doing some research. Wilder is one of the few heavyweights that's ever had 10 title defenses of the WBC title. Matter of fact, I think you count them on one hand. Wilder, Klitschko, Muhammad Ali, and Larry Holmes. And then, of course, before these belt eras, of course, the all-time great, the supernatural great Joe Louis had 27 title defenses. And then up under him, at heavyweight now, then up under Joe Louis, I want to say it's Holmes. Anywho, but Wilder is in a class of his own when it comes to WBC title defenses. That's his career standout point. That is what makes him great. He fought who was in the era at his time. When he tried to fight Povetkin was juicing. When he tried to fight Joshua said he wasn't ready. Joshua wanted 50 mil. They gave him the 50 mil. Joshua said he wasn't ready. He ain't doing this shit. Which Joshua was very smart. You know, Floyd Mayweather, shoutouts to Baracko, Floyd Mayweather really changed the era. He really showed boxers how to play chess with just picking and choosing your opponents. But anywho, so Wilder, I mean, he took on all the comers that were put in front of him at the time. Luis Ortiz, I mean, even though he was an older man, then everybody else either didn't want to fight him or they was trying to juice until Tyson Fury came. And I got a lot of excuses, yo. I do. I mean, I really think he knocked Tyson Fury out twice. Okay, so what? Whatever. You got to face adversity, and this is what makes Ali great. This is what makes the god of boxing, Sugar Ray Robinson, great. This is what makes Roberto Duran and Pernell Whitaker and Cesar Chavez and, you know what I'm saying, Kid Chocolate and Lil George Dixon, even people from way back in the early days, and, you know what I'm saying, man, shoot. And the Tar Baby, what's my man? I can't remember his name. That was fighting all weights. Hammering Hank, Henry Armstrong. I'm not putting Wilder up there with them, y'all. But in my opinion, he is one of the greatest heavyweights to ever live because of his 10 title defenses. Because of his he was a one-trick pony. He had an unbelievable ogre-like right hand. And for some reason, in this past 3 fights, I don't know if he got timid. I don't know if it was training. I was speaking with my dog earlier. The only question I have about Wilder's career decisions, great career, Wilder, or pretty good career. You know, he's on the ballot for Hall of Fame. I mean, he may or may not get in, but why in the hell would you hire Malik Scott? Oh my goodness. A dude that you skinned with a punch, fell out, ain't even want to get back up. You hire him as your trainer, dog? I mean, for real, you get rid of Mark Breland. Look at this cat in my plants. Look at this mother flusher. Get it. Nah, man. I gotta go deal with this cat, y'all. But dang, he walking like it's his stuff. But yeah, man. Although we've come to the end of the road. No, Lord, no.
I'm busy knocking out all of these bums. I don't have time to draw.